Hello everybody and welcome. Today we try to extend our lead at the top of the table by extending our good run of form here in the National League. But before all of that, we're going to try and make it to the semi-finals of the FA Trophy. Hello and a warm welcome to episode 29 of To Be a Legend FM 26 style, and we start the series managing Radcliffe, known as the borough, for the FM 26. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, as mentioned, we want to try and extend that lead at the top of the table, or at least extend it, I think is probably the best word. Certainly keep our good run of form going. We'll be facing Woking in the Enterprise National League match day 35 as we get down to I think it's 46 games, something like that, so getting around to about 10 games left to play, and then before that we want to try and get through to the semi-final of the FA Trophy for the first time ever against Buxton, and that's what we're aiming to do. Last time out, of course, we extended that run in the National League. A 1-0 win against Morecambe. Ashton Mee scoring after 6 minutes. And then we managed to get a goal against Rochdale. Matched them up their flat back 5. And Danny Elliott on 59 minutes on the hour mark, giving us a very close 1-0 win. Today we face Buxton, as I say. We played them in the Enterprise National League North last season. Away from home we drew 1-1 on that occasion. I'm not quite sure why it's not doing what I'm expecting it to do. It's supposed to be doing something. If I click on there, it might do. There we go. It was Hallam Hope, who's left us now, is gone, scoring on 25 minutes, and Soji on 46. It was a 1-1 draw on that occasion. We don't want one draws today. We don't want draws today. Can't be doing with penalties and all that jazz again. And then later on in the season, when they came to our place, it was that man Marshall Francis scoring a brace against them. 37 minutes. They equalised through Coleman on 53, and Francis getting the winner on 78 minutes. Matt Whittingham supplying both those goals on that occasion. So that is how it is. We'll just recap on the FA Trophy games if we can. There we go. It's quarter-final day, of course. Carlisle playing Braintree. Radcliffe playing Buxton, as we know. Now that says we're at home. We are at home. Yeah, we are. I'm getting confused now. Yeovil Town are playing Spennymoor, and York City are playing Dorking. That is the lineup for today's games. National League are playing, and of course we have dipped out of the National League because of the games that are being played. And if I can get in there, I've lost my way now, I'm not completely. The National League, there are games going on today, and as you'll see, the teams that are immediately around us, Fylde are playing Accrington Stanley. They're in third place at the moment. I think Carlisle are playing in the FA Trophy, so they're not playing. Fylde have got that game in hand. Rochdale also have a game in hand. They are away to Morecambe, and they'll be wanting to get that. If Fylde win today, they'll have closed the gap to us on 4 points. So obviously we'll have it all to do in the second game of the episode. Right. We're not going to talk anymore. We're going to get on with it. We're going to have the first game of the episode. It's an FA Trophy quarter-final. Can we get through to the semi-finals? Ooh, wouldn't it be good? And here is the team that faces Buxton in this FA Trophy quarter-final. And the side looks like this. It's Thompson in goal. It's Watson, Park, Thornley and Riley across our defensive line. Glendon plays as the deep line playmaker. Harper comes in to give Whittingham a rest in central midfield. It's Green, Mee and Elliott across that attacking midfield, with Enright leading the attack up front today. Only 5 allowed on the bench, and the bench bench looks like this. It's Byrne, Robinson, Greenfield, Taylor and Whittingham. And here we are back at Stainton Park, playing a 4-2-3-1 today, slightly down the middle of the field. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 as well, with 2 defensive midfielders. And they are playing in a black and goldy coloured top. Making one change from their last game. Ball through to Thompson. Thompson distributes the ball. I thought he was going to throw it behind him then for a minute. Park through to Green. Green, who's on the left wing today. Not his natural position, but crosses this ball in looking for Enright. Didn't find it. Riley is there to tidy up. Riley has a shot from distance, come back off the woodwork. And Green didn't quite make contact with the ball. And they come away with it. We have to be careful. And it's Watson crossing this ball in, but Young is there to collect. And it does mean that they can begin an attack. Robinson has picked up a yellow card early doors. This one fired out long, but Watson is there to tidy up. Green. Green comes across field. Green has a shot from distance, but it's way off target. Young with the ball in arms again. This time launches one very long, but Thornley is there, heads it down to Harper, who tidies up. Riley, Elliott to Riley. Riley goes round his man. Riley crosses this one in, looking for Luke Enright. Didn't find him, but Green has put it away. The ball fell nicely for him, and Deverne Green playing on the left side today has got the goal that gives us the lead on 25 minutes. Ball falls nicely. Green in off the crossbar, nearly too high, but he chipped it over the goalkeeper, and it's 1-0. Elliott with the ball. Glendon. Thornley. Riley. Riley along the line to Danny Elliott, who's playing out wide today. Glendon, Elliott. Elliott, nice ball control. Harper, Enright, me, Elliott, back to Harper. Harper! Oh, it's almost too accurate. Come back off the post. And we get the throw in. Watson with the throw in to Green. Green crosses in. Looking for Elliott. Didn't find him. Riley. Riley inside to Glendon. Glendon back to Riley. Riley into the area. And Elliott pulled the trigger, but over the top. As we approach half-time, 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. And, well, half-time has arrived, and we've been in control pretty much until about the last 5 minutes. And Buxton seemed to get back into the game a little bit. They've had 7 shots, 3 on target. We've had 12 shots, 4 on target. 1.05 against their 0.42 on the old XG. Slightly better possession than us, despite us in control for most of that first half. But we are 1 up at half time. I'd like to see a second goal just to make it comfortable. And Enright gets the second half underway. Thornley through to Elliott. And they've won the ball back off us. And the highlight is going to continue, which is always a bit of a worry. I always find it a worry anyway. You never know. I thought he was going to shoot that into his own net for a minute. It was a bit of a strange move. Yeboah. He's a danger man on this wing. We've not seen a lot of him in the first half, but that doesn't mean to say this second half he isn't going to do terrible things. And terrible things he's doing at the moment. Had to force him back, though, a little bit. Yeboah crosses in. Watson heads it away, but it's not cleared. And they've equalised. And it was what I thought it was going to be. They come out, all tanks firing. And they are 1-1. Got the equalising goal inside the first 2 minutes. Soji setting up. And yeah. Riley on the ball. Riley inside to Glendon. Need to get back in front as quickly as we can. Elliott. Glendon. Glendon through to Riley. Back to Glendon. Finds Riley. Riley into the area. He's pulled it back. And the shot wasn't away. And danger ensues again. This one out to Eboa. Danger man pulls it back inside. But Harper clears it into touch. Hill with the ensuing throw in to Yeboah. Yeboah cross it in, but Thompson collects it and says thank you very much. Rolled out to Park. Park to Green. Green comes forward. Crossed into the area and it's headed away. Mee is there though to tidy up. Riley. The attack is still alive. Oh, that's a poor ball from Glendon. And Soji's got to be offside here. And he's missed the target anyway. They have a free kick. Coleman with the free kick. And Thompson had to deal with it. And Mee brings it away. Mee runs out of steam and Brandon takes over. But punts the ball up. Ball crossed in by Coleman. It's headed away and we're on a counter-attack here. Danny Elliott is out on that left side. Danny Elliott pulls it inside to Whittingham. Whittingham who's come on just over the top. As we fast approach full time and it's looking like penalties. 3 minutes added on. We are going to get another highlight. Thompson, is this going to be a death? We're in the final minute. Park out to Watson. It's a do or die here. Whittingham. Whittingham finds Greenfield. Back to Whittingham. Whittingham chips this across, looking for Deverne Green. Puts it in for Mee. Mee scores! And he's offside. No, he doesn't score. Oh, no. And it is going to go to penalties. Young is just winding down the clock. They want penalties. He's going to launch a long one. And the referee will blow his whistle, I feel sure, any second now. It goes out wide to Partland and it is penalties. Oh dear. And well, we'll come back in just a moment with the penalty takers. And here are the penalty takers. We've not got the best penalty takers on the pitch. Danny Elliott is probably our best penalty taker. Then it's Taylor, Mee, Riley and Whittingham. They are the 5. And then we've got Thornley, Green and Greenfield to take after that. So here we are, penalties. We are first up. Danny Elliott with the first one. Puts it away. It's 1-0. It's a good start. Never want to fail on the first kick because that really does put the pressure on from the word go. Young looks like he's got a limp. Kirby's first up for Buxton and he sent Thompson the wrong way. It's 1-1 after 1. Could be a long way to go, boys and girls. Taylor next up. Taylor! And it's been saved. Young got there. And we are behind. And we could be looking down that the only thing we've got to get out of this season is promotion. Davidson is next up. Davidson puts it away. It's 2-1 after 2. And Max Thompson needs to make a hero of himself. But he didn't on that occasion. Mee has to score this one. Otherwise, we are in trouble. Mee, he's missed it completely. And I think that's it. Pretty much all over. After 3 penalties, It's 2. Well, no, we haven't got the third penalty yet, but looks like it's going to be 3-1. And the most we can get is 3. They're very close to it. Brennan, yeah, he's put that away. And it's 3-1. We miss, or they score. It's all over. I need to score this to keep it alive. And Thompson now has to save 2. Riley puts it away. It's 3-2. Max Thompson. If they score this, it's all over. The most we can get is 3. And he has scored. And it is all over. And promotion is all that's left for us this season. And I think we'll see from the stats we should have won it in real time. Here we go. 52% of the possession. 19 shots, 5 on target. They have 15 shots, 6 on target. 1.71. And we were in control of that match, really. We just didn't win through. And very, very disappointing. Well, 3 of the 4 matches going to penalties. Carlisle, the only side that won in normal time. And a 2-1 win against Braintree, albeit Braintree scored late in that game. So we lost 4 penalties to 2 against Buxton. Buxton progress. Spennymoor beating Yeovil Town. They beat them by 5 goals to 2. 5 penalties to 2. And York City, Dorking beating York City, also on penalties. That was a 0-0 draw, and that went. They scored the first 5, and then it went to knockouts. So they ended up beating them 6-5 on penalties, which means Dorking of the National League South. Buxton of the National League North, Spennymoor of the National League North, and Carlisle of the National League have progressed. And so 3 teams from the lower leagues and 1 team from the National League, the other National League sides being knocked out in this round, including ourselves. We have 7 days down to the game against Woking. We need to get back to winning ways in our match in the National League as we look to open a bigger gap at the top of the table. And so we have the day's fixtures for you. We are playing Woking, who are in 20th place. York City playing Totton, who's filed to play Newport County, who are in 10th place. Carlisle playing Morecambe, who are in 16th place. And of the others, looking for Hartlepool playing Boreham Wood, who are 23rd. And we're looking for Rochdale playing Halifax Town, who are in 19th place. Woking, they've won 2 of their last 5, lost the other 3. They won their last match, as you will remember. And, well, we need to acquit ourselves and get back to winning ways after our loss in the FA Trophy to Buxton. And here is the team that faces Woking in this National League match day 35. And we need to get back to winning ways if we can. The team to try and do that is this. It's Thompson in goal, Robinson, Crooks, Byrne and Shackelford across our defensive line. Glandon plays as the deep line playmaker with Harper playing in midfield in front of him. Of course, Doyle still on the injury list. It's Whittingham on the left wing, Green on the right wing. Me plays as the number 10 behind Elliott, who leads the attack today up front. The bench then looking like this. It's Wright, Park, Watson, Riley, Greenfield, Taylor and Enright. And here we are at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking playing a 4-2-3-1 today, making 4 changes from the side that beat Forest Green 2-1 in their last match. They are currently 20th in the table on 28 points. As the teams come out, Woking playing in almost like trying to think of the side actually. Elliott gets us underway anyway. Shackelford. Green, Glendon. And we have our first highlight. We have Glendon with the corner. Pack boast. It's headed away. Green there is to tidy up. Inside to Harper. Back to Green. Green crosses it in. In fact, Green puts it in the back of the net. And Deverne Green opens the scoring on 25 minutes. And it's 1-0. From the corner to the back post. Looking for Byrne. But it was headed away. And then it was down to Green. Green played it inside to Harper. Played a 1-2. And Green decided to chip the goalkeeper. And a corner from the other side. Glendon again on duties. Headed. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Come back off the crossbar, I think. Shackelford. Glendon. Glendon through to me. Me pulls it back to Glendon. Green over the top. They have a free kick. Not sure if it's AZ, I think, in Holland that their kit looks like. Oh, it's gone wide. And Max Thompson making the save. As we fast approach half-time. We have 1 minute added on at the end of this first half. And it is half-time. And we've had 63% of the possession against their 37. 12 shots, 6 on target. They've had 3 shots, 1 on target. That save from Thompson. And, well, we've been in control of this game. Possibly should have had some more goals. But at the moment, a 1-0 lead will do us. And they get the second half underway. As we go looking for a second goal. And we do finally get a highlight. Hopefully it's not going to be a bad one. This one fired forward. But Crooks is there to head it down. Harper cuts it inside to Danny Elliott. Greenfield. We do have some substitutions waiting to come on. Robinson round his man. Robinson cuts it inside to Whittingham. Whittingham. Oh, it's an own goal, actually. And they're going to show it to us again. But we do take a 2-goal lead. It looked like Whittingham had done it, but it must have been a deflection. Come off. Is this that's Elliott? It looked as if it went straight in, but apparently come off Finley. As we head to full time, 6 minutes added on at the end of this game, and it's all over. It's a 2-0 win. Thankfully to Finley, who was an own goal on 79 minutes. But they weren't really in that game at all. 39% of the possession against our 61%. We had 19 shots, 7 on target, 1.28 on the XG. They had 7 shots, just 1 on target. I think they had 1 at half time. So they didn't do a great deal at all. But a win it is. And hopefully we've opened a bigger gap at the top of the table. And you join me for the day's results, and I have to say they have gone in our favour. Hartlepool have beaten Boreham Wood by 4-1. Scunthorpe drawing with, it's not drawing, but they've beaten Braintree by 2-0. Carlisle have beaten Morecambe by, let's try this again, fucked it up. And you join me for the day's results. And I have to say, results have gone in our favour. Hartlepool have beaten Boreham Wood by 4-1. Scunthorpe beating Braintree by 2-0. Carlisle drawing with Morecambe 1-1. That's a big help to us in the scheme of things. Fylde, who were lying in second place behind us this morning, have lost 3-0 to Newport County. That is a big win in our sphere for Newport County anyway. Rochdale only managing a draw against Halifax Town, a 0-0 draw, which hasn't done them any good at all. And York City beating Tottenham by 3-1, which means the table looks like this. We are 7 points clear at the top of the table. Then come 3 teams on 70 points, separated by goal difference. Carlisle move up into 2nd place. Fylde drop down into 3rd place. Hartlepool are up into 4th place, with Rochdale dropping down into 5th. Rochdale now some 8 points adrift of us in that 5th position. 9 points adrift are York City in 6th. The last playoff place is Altrincham, who are on 57 points, 20 points adrift of us, which means that I'm pretty sure we are almost guaranteed now a playoff place. We've really got to blow up if we are to do that. 35 games played. 11 games still to do. I know there's 33 points still available, which means there's 110 points if we were to win all the way to the end of the season. I don't think we will, but if we did. So that is how it is looking at the end of this episode. 7 points clear at the top of the table. Can we increase that? We will have to wait and see, because we're going to play Eastleigh offline. We're going to come back for Maidenhead United away from home at the York Road to play them. Played them early in the season, beat them 4-0. And then we will play Accrington Stanley, who we've played twice in this series. In a friendly, drew 2-2 and lost. No, didn't lose. Drew 0-0. So we haven't beaten them. We haven't lost to them, but we haven't beaten them as yet in this series. But we are at home for this next one, and hopefully we can go and get a result. If we can beat Maidenhead United and Accrington Stanley, we are well on way for the title. I would suggest we will have to wait and see, of course. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, though. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. And I do apologise. Last week, things just overtook me, and well, we didn't get everything out on time. So everything's out of sync this week, where this would normally be out on should have been out on Friday, is out on Monday. Monday's Where Eagles Dare has moved to Tuesday. And then we will have an episode of To Be a Legend on Wednesday. Then we should be back to normal for Thursday and Friday. And hopefully next week, back to normal on Tuesdays and Fridays, albeit Easter is looming up, so things could go out of kilter again. The best way of keeping up to date, though, with everything that's happening on the channel, follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 30. It is Maidenhead United and Accrington Stanley. Join me for that. Until next time, goodbye.